I don't think you'll ever know how much you've changed me for the better. And I don't think you'll ever know how much you've helped me keep it together. And when I was half awake, got stuck in a storm, no one else saw where I was except you. And when I was falling down into a darkened cloud, you pulled me out from the rain, keeping me safe and sound, keeping me safe and sound. Always, always keeping me safe and sound. Always, always keeping me safe and sound.
Attention, Scouts! We are ready! Hello! Attention! Everybody on your Scout's honor. I don't know the Scout's honor, but we are going to learn. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hello and happy Friday and welcome to Clockwork Angels, whatever the fuck is going on stream, where I like to keep you guessing because I also don't know what's going to happen. There are so many bookmarks. Bookmarks? We do have quite a few bookmarks. However, s'mores on stream? Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Let me come to attention a little bit closer before we get into this. Hello, everybody. Yes, I am a little bit late because my stitches were removed today by the dermatologist, but they did not hold, so when I stretched today, I ripped open a hole in my side and I am bleeding. This is gonna be good! Oh, I guess you guys probably can't hear me that well. Hello! Hi, Sanguine. Hi, Silent. Hi, Brando. Hi, Can. Hi, Devastation. Hi, Rocket. Hi, Sharpie. Hi, Bryce. Hi, Locke. Hi, Iron Bull. Hi. Hello, everybody, and welcome, 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 Camp Clocky. Write that down, write that down, write that down. Hopefully it's mostly closed. Why'd they remove it so soon? Because they're supposed to. This is what I did. I put it together now. That was what I came up with. All right. Duct tape and... Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you so much for that hydration rocket. It is in my desk of mysteries. I'm sorry, it's not my fault I'm trying to get damaged, it's just doing it to me. Scouts gotta stay hydrated. Fluctuate mysteries, ayo. Some of the mysteries you guys have to earn, or we don't get to do them, and you get to never ever understand what we're going through. I am not French, I am a scout leader, and we are going to teach you today completely serious, 100% non-satirical life information on how to be a Girl Scout and a Boy Scout. These books are written, let me make sure that their dates are different, I believe. I believe that they are different. These books are written in 1913 and 1948. So, obviously, this is completely and true and utterly up-to-date information on how to be a Girl Scout and a Boy Scout. I know that a lot of you were there for my subathon where we read through partial of this book. I did go through more and add a bunch more, so there will be a few repeats for some of you guys who did not get to see it / did see it. However, we did get our hands on the Girl Scouts handbook, which, as you may remember, there was a lot of good information in this book, but this one is worse. So this is written in 1913 and this is in 1948. So if you're wondering, yes, this is completely accurate information. Can I get some Thin Mints? I am currently a Boy Scout. I don't have my Girl Scout uniform on. This is the Boy Scout uniform. Get it right. It's historical, so it's true. The book is pre-World War I. You're welcome. You're gonna be good. We don't have any cookies. The handbook again. It's worse. It's worse. It's worse. How Girl Scouts? Yeah. Well, you are gonna figure that out. Then where's our popcorn? No! Why is everybody coming for cookies? I don't fucking make cookies! All Girl Scouts are girls. Nope. It almost looks like this. Anyway, love the scenery. Thank you very much. All scenery tonight is provided by my editor, Silent Night, so you can thank Silent for all the auditory noises you're hearing, the visuals you are going to be getting, and the music you will be listening to. I found my Cub Scouts handbook. Does that count? It does! So thanks, Silent, for all his hard work, and he has made 3 scenes for me to use tonight, if you guys obtain the 3rd scene. It could only be 2, depending on... Actually, it could be none. I don't sell popcorn. I'm teaching you how to be a fucking man, bro. Teaching you how to be a man! But you have to earn... You have to earn some of the stuff, or you get nothing and we end stream early. That's just how it works. Hi, Mech, how are you? Looks like Georgia. Yeah, it looks at that bush. There's a bird in the water. It's a very nice bird. My camp is over here. We're going to teach you how to camp. Hi, Smiley! Am I doing okay? Fantastic. Still have a broken foot, though, so we're doing our best. You got out your belt loops. I eat the bird. But we are doing completely serious, 100% non-satirical. Das wird a duck. Life advice. And we have some very authentic pieces for you to look at. Again, if you earn it. That's the duck? Is it a duck? I don't know, I can't see it. Goose? Or goose? Well, it was a duck. I found it. Good. And also for tonight's stream, to go inside with our great theme, we have the original Coca-Cola with our Claptrap bottle opener, because this is the only bottle opener I possess. Ta-da! The original Coca-Cola. Which some of it did spill because I'm a fool. It's probably flat by now. It's flat! You're flat. Mexican Coke is the best Coke. Cheers! How little I talked about ducks. Oh my god. No, I know, Mexican syrup is. What's on the docket for this evening? We are going to be teaching you how to be a man and a woman. Is this an ad? It might be. Should have bookmarked it. It's in here somewhere. Swear. It wasn't here when I looked the other day. Maybe it's in the Girl Scout handbook. It's still a hat. What's still a hat? Nice hat. It's a beret. Oh, it's still a hat. $. I swear to God, I saw this fucking picture in here. Maybe it's the Girl Scouts. What? Why are my cats yelling at me? Girl Scout Clocky? I'm Boy Scout right now! Oh my God, y'all don't know your difference between scouts. That's why I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you. Hello, we have a special guest! We have a special guest for today's stream. Boy Scout Emil. Yeah, your resub counts. We have a special guest. What's on the plan for tonight? We are gonna teach you something good. I apologize, but I cannot read your name from here. You are a big baby. You are a big baby. Amp, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for joining today. Got somebody else was due to mod settings. Sanguine, I didn't see any mod message come through. But yes, your resub would count towards it, so you can tweet for me at this point. Is that dinner? The cat? Camp cat. Nice badges, thank you. Boy Scout Sharpie reporting in for duty. My honor. We are going to teach you. The pure random awesomeness of these special event Fridays are hilarious. Thank you! We're gonna get weird. Uniform is very tight. Oh, well. I'll show you tight later. Once we get to the Girl Scout uniform. You have a lot of badges? Good, good, good. We'll go through the badges later. We're not gonna eat my cat, no. Oh, that's a lot of pressure. What, the $? Oh, I didn't do the math, so I was just gonna assume. I'm gonna go with what got me my original nickname, Big Thunder. Wait, what are we talking about? Am I missing something? Hi, Vitamin! No eating of the boys. Was Clocky ever a Girl Scout? We will talk about it for the tweet. Oh. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I am not warmed up yet because right before stream I ripped open my stitches and I was bleeding in the bathroom and I had to run to CVS to get steri strips. So I'm like all shaken up right now. Use this link for Coca-Cola. Oh. How's my foot? It's a boot. It's in a boot. But it doesn't matter. It does not matter, Scouts. Scouts do not complain. Scouts do not whine. We are here to learn how to camp and how to be a man and how to be a woman. We do not complain in this house. We are gonna teach you how to be a proper boy. And if you do not understand that, get fucked. Is there a Boy Scout badge for you? Are the, did the sub noise come through? Are the noises coming through? I didn't hear it. Did the tip pop up? Out of curiosity? On screen? Did it pop up on screen? I didn't remember seeing it. Didn't play audio. Try. Let's see. Alright, let me try, why can I not hear anything? Are you hearing these? I don't hear them. You don't hear it? Why don't you hear it? I think I fixed it. Hold on. No. What do you mean no? Let's try this. What's a loud alert? Do I have any sound alerts I can trigger? Alright, there we go. I think that works. Yeah, Daddy Near is the one that we did. So, is there a Boy Scout? Girl Scout. Badge. We're getting an ace in Valorant. Hello, Rick, how are you? Okay, we fixed the audio. I would follow Clocky into war, thank you. Hi, Days, how are you? Rip ears, was it loud? Was it really loud? Why'd you say rip ears? Did it break? No, not loud. Okay. As you stressing me out! Okay. We're ready. They're good. Just had to do some audio adjusting stuff. A little quiet, which is odd, because I have it pretty loud, but... Alright. Boys. Men. It is time for you to learn how to be a real man. You may be wondering, but Clocky, I've already learned all the lessons I think I can learn to be a man. That's where you're fucking wrong. This book, written in 1938, will properly teach you how to be a real boy. This is completely accurate information from almost 100 years ago. Completely non-satirical and very true. You must follow these rules to a T in order to be a real man. This is true. And you may know nothing else. It teaches you both. Shush. "1948, sorry, my bad. This is very important information. Hello, Xavier, how are you today? How to get a girlfriend? You will have to wait and see. And we will start reading this. Again, a lot of you have read part of this with me during the subathon, but we have way more to go through now. We have props, we have things to do, and we have stuff in the mystery box. We have stuff down below for you to find out. You just have to complete the quests here. It's a nearby radio station. I guess you'll have to figure it out. Welcome to the handbook for boys. Do we want a second camera or do we want none? I don't really know how I would use the second camera. Is that dad stuff? It might be. Don't touch the thermostat. Yoda! How to use a grill? Could you boys please stop scratching? How to become a scout. Chapter 1. There are some redeems I can't turn off. I know, but I'm not doing history time today. Don't touch the thermostat. We're not touching the thermostat. You have a little glimpse of scouting and how it began, what fun and adventure it holds for you. The next question is how to become a scout. If you are 8, 9, or 10, you can join the Cub Scouts and have a lot of fun. On the other hand, if you are 14 or over, you can be an explorer. There's more about Cub Scouting and exploring in Chapter 27. If you are 11 or over and you want to become a Boy Scout, this handbook will help you get started right and get the most fun and value out of scouting. First step in becoming a scout, find a troop. Tell your mother and dad you want to be a scout. They want to know all about this new adventure and help you find a troop. Possibly your friends are scouts and ask you to join, perhaps your church. You may discover a troop meets your neighborhood and your dad knows of one. But you must find a troop in order to be a scout. I can't do all the redeems today. The man force. So that's the basics of doing a scout. But now we are going to really talk about scouting. And there will be live demonstrations if you guys hit the marks as well. And you may be wondering what that means, but I guess you'll never find out. Of course, your dad would know, not mom. Mom doesn't know anything, and we will talk about that. Welcome. A scout must always do his best. His best is something every boy can do. Not everyone can get high marks in school or be a star in athletics, but this is the more important thing is within your power to do your best. Slackers quit when things get hard. Not the Boy Scout. You may find it is hard sometimes to live up all that you've promised, but you can always keep trying. You can always do your best. Mom doesn't understand this. You had a feeling? You haven't done your best in 20 years. Well, Shall I teach you more? Emotions are fucking prohibited. Okay. Some of the things that involve doing your best are to be physically strong. This is something every boy can do. To be physically strong does not mean you have to have a Superman. Not to be Superman with bulging muscles who devotes most of his time to developing his physique. Only useful in prize ring or an athletic field. But you should have your body under control. You should be supple and quick of easy movement. With strong heart and lungs, such a body helps you to carry through whatever you start, and you can develop it. Your scouting activities will help. Camping is a wonderful builder of sturdy body. There is no more joyful nor effective method, especially if you make it an adventure. Even if you are not as tall or well developed as you wish, do not be discouraged. Have a physical checkup and find out what you should do to correct your weakness, and then do it. President Theodore Roosevelt was a puny and sickly boy. Next chapter. It's really about supple boys. Keep your hydration. You suck as a man. Lyra's shouting that she can't get in to come at you, Locke. What, my mom? Pain is weakness leaving the body. There's no crying in baseball. Fucking Roosevelt. Scott later, Clocky. How do I do my best? What if I always feel like my brain is sending chemicals? We will talk about that. Thank you for that question. It's very important. Very important. The boy who is mentally awake lives more in a day than a dull boy does in a month. He has more adventure. He gets more out of life. And he gives more to other people. You want to have friends. Of course you do. You want to excel in games, have interesting hobbies. If you are dull and uninteresting, you will never get all that is coming to you out of life. As a scout, you will be helped to be mentally awake by your training and observation. Scouting. Have you seen my Xbox gamer score? This feels like a rough draft. The heck is this? You must be. The fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? My cats are doing something, but that is okay, because what we are going to talk about is being trustworthy. Trustworthy. Our whole world is based on trusting other people. You trust the storekeeper from whom you buy your baseball mitt to sell you a good one. You and the manufacturer who made it to use honest materials. I don't think that's true. You trust the postal department when you put a stamp on a letter to deliver it for you. You trust the plumber who mends the kitchen sink to do a good job. Sometimes people fail in their trust, but they live up to it far more often. Unless we trusted people, the whole machinery of living would break down. Don't know what any of that means. Good old Cold Stone Steve Austin. If that was true, we'd have no need for lawyers. We're doing more than this today, Lipman, though. This is just the beginning. He's emerged from the woods yet. It's a big old bobcat. I'll teach you guys how to catch a big old bobcat later. Crab! My god, there is something seriously in my eyeball. Prime crab with the prime sub. Lawyers didn't exist back then? Oh, interesting. Heck yeah, this isn't a rough drop. It's someone trying to be found very badly. Loyalty is a scout's honor. Selkie! Thank you for 13 months! All of these go towards getting these goals here, guys. So you gotta get all these goals. And you gotta help out, or you're not gonna be able to play the interactive game at the end. Loyalty starts in your home. Show that you are proud of your parents and appreciate what they do for you. Maybe your house isn't the finest on the street, but it is still your home. And if you show respect for it, others will too. It is never smart or clever to make wisecracks to others about your home or family. The success of your patrol depends on loyalty of each member. You kick, grumble, or fail to pitch in with the team, you are disloyal! And if things are not quite to your liking, get to work with others and make them better. I'm sorry. Just, this book means a lot to me. Thank you, Ken, for the Boy Scout honor. Thank you. Lipman. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are trying to achieve some goals and teach you some advice. And if we hit some of these goals, we may make marshmallows on streams. Oh, fuck. My lights are turning on. We may we may make s'mores on stream. It's very passionate. It is bringing memories of the surfs back to me. Sometimes I just can't help myself when I think about my scouting. One more thing. Keep it secret. Good scouts never boast about their scouting spirit. They don't ask for glory. Once a Baltimore scout saved a boy from drowning and swore all his friends who were there to silence. Only months later did the story leak out. And that is typical of a Boy Scout. Always shut your fucking mouth. And never, ever tell anyone anything. Shut the fuck up. Be supple. And goddamn it, be obedient. Boys, are you listening? Say aye. Aye. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Friendly is the best way to be. The best way to have friends is to be one. You take the new scout in your patrol and you try to make him welcome. You are in camp. You do your share of the chores to help others if necessary. To be a good leader, you must first be a good friend. The other fellows, you know, you care about things that interest them. A smile helps you to feel friendly. Try it and see. Boys, I need to see you smile! Hey, Chicho, how are you today? Baby Yoda, you are not following the Boy Scout handbook to a T. I will have you punished. The men are being told to smile. Ichijo, my goal in life is for you to tune into my stream every single day and go, oh yeah, I'm just going to watch Clockwork Angel. And then you tune in and go, what the fuck is this? And I go, you're welcome. Courteous. This is just another way of saying a scout is a gentleman. Courteousness comes from the heart and goes hand in hand with friendship. The caveman was all right in his day. He squatted beside that fire, snatched a lump of meat and pulled it apart with his hands and teeth.
I'm going to follow the rules.
Smile! If he saw anything he wanted, he grabbed it. And if someone in his way, he knocked them down! But who wants a caveman around today? Along with houses, tables, knives, forks, we have developed standards of friendship and courtesy, which make life a lot more enjoyable. Carol, thank you for gifting us some. She's reading this like a Shakespearean play. Breaks reality. I'm learning how to be a good boy. We are teaching you how to be a very good boy. Hi, Akar. Kind. Naturally, you are kind to pets. The family cat, your dog, to the poultry, to the farm livestock. As a scout, your care extends further, and you care for all. Obedience. Now listen up, boys! Obedience is key. After George Washington had successfully defeated the British Army, an officer asked his mother how she managed to raise such a brilliant son. You know Washington's character, his fame for truth, his honor, his bravery. But his mother's reply to the question touched none of these qualities. She answered, I taught him to obey. This was not only the case with Washington. The great men of history learned how to obey when they were young. They learned to discipline themselves before they could give others orders. Obedience is a manly quality. It shows self-control, strength of character. Great men know how to take orders. Weaklings whine and grumble about them. Obedience is something everyone has to learn and follow. Be cheerful. You know the fellow who is all smiles as long as he gets what he wants, but grouses like a spoiled child if he doesn't? He's a good pal as long as you play the game he wants. He's smiling son if his mother offers to gang a plate of cookies, but if she wants the eggs collected, he doesn't act like a scout. You've lived long enough to know that you cannot have your way all the time. You realize that you are going to have to do a certain number of things you don't particularly like, but everybody has to. Cheerfulness is more or less a habit, and it will help you a lot to have more friends and to enjoy life more. I'm sorry, I just get really emotional when we talk about how stupid men are. I'm a good boy now. Good. Men are the worst. Down with men. Down with men. Wait, sorry. We're teaching you how to be a man. Sorry, my bad. We'll get with down with men later. Clean. Now, Camp Counselor Clocky. Clean? Cleanliness? We're in the woods. We're at a campsite. And you're talking about being clean? It is in the handbook. You must practice hygiene. Clean. You know how good you feel after a bath with plenty of soap and water. As a scout, you keep clean in thought and speech too. And the feeling is just as satisfying. Keeping a clean body is part of being physically strong. Keeping clean in thought and speech habits is necessary to be morally straight. A little soap and water rubbing will remove the dirt from the outside of your body. But no soap will remove the dirt that gets inside your mind. The best way to keep clean in thought, word, and actions is to go with those fellows who are trying to do the same thing. It is much easier to keep clean mentally if your friends are the right sort. You will find that if you do your best to live up the other points of the law, you will live an active and worthwhile life. It will be easier to keep clean in thought and action. Fellows who hang around the street corners or waste their time in ways are ones who generally have time for those dirty stories and thoughts. The fellow who keeps busy with worthwhile things, who is thrifty with his time and his energies, is also clean and thought and actions. Keep your minds out of the fucking gutter, you absolute imbeciles! Do I have to lecture you again? Keep your minds clean, your mouths clean, and wash your asshole! I want you to use soap and water every time you shower, not that 3-in-1 bullshit you buy at the supermarket. I need you to buy shampoo. I need you to buy conditioner. I need you to buy body wash. And for the men with facial hair, I need you to get and take care of the beard oil. You need to take care of it. So you better stop thinking those dirty sexual thoughts. Get your dirty, filthy ass in the fucking shower and scrub that asshole clean. Scout's honor! Take the pledge! Take the pledge! Take the pledge! I've never considered being a voice actor, no. I mean, I'm not looking at it, but I could. I've never actually considered being a voice actor. Don't forget to exfoliate. Thank you, Noxious. I. Shit. I'm getting better. I'm practicing. Buying a pressure washer right now. Cult Mistress Clocky, so when we all get matching cult robes. You have to buy the Clocky's shorts off of the merch store. That's the cult wardrobe. I'm looking at eating Girl Scout cookies. I didn't see any of these points in my handbook. You don't have the right handbook. You don't have the right handbook. there is only one handbook, and it is this one. I'm not wearing the correct uniform, but that is besides one. Now, this particular... you will have to travel back in time to find this handbook. It's no longer... So we have... Where did you find this handbook? We had a discussion about this at my family's Easter this past weekend. I think it was in my dad's collection, but my dad thinks it was in my mom's collection from her father. We're not sure, but it did come passed down through one of our family members, and we were going through it and like going through one of my parents' like old school stuff and their old scout stuff, and we pulled this book out, and I will get to the chapter eventually that cracked me up, which made me inspired to read the rest of this book, where I opened the book randomly and read a single page. I was like, oh, this was written in 1948. I wonder how out of date it is. I opened to one chapter and started peeing myself laughing. And my whole family, I read it aloud to them, was dying. And so then we started reading the rest of this book, and I realized how obscene it is. And so then I read it on stream. Parts of this I read on stream for my subathon. And you guys absolutely loved it, so I figured I could turn it into an event with the whole, shebang and stuff. And then Ken was able to find me the Girl Scout version of it, which is so much worse than this book. So if you think this one is corny and bad, this one's worse. Be prepared. But we have successfully made it through some of the Boy Scout morals. Now we have to think a little bit about your heritage. As a scout, you have the greatest heritage that has ever bequeathed to anyone on the face of this earth. Every day you enjoy privileges that you have had to do nothing to earn, because you are a white man. And you have privileges that you have had to do nothing to earn. You know what's a bad word? When even Rocket Man can't spell the word bequeathed. Ah, so it's racist. Okay, yes. Yes. I should mention that there are several things that I skipped over in both of these books. There is a lot. I am making light of these books, and I'm joking about the things that they're talking about for men to do, and then this is extremely, 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 unbelievably misogynistic. There is also a lot of racism in these books. So if you find them and want to purchase them for yourselves and want to read them and enjoy and laugh because the things that I'm mentioning are funny and you want to find out more, fair warning, these books are incredibly racist. I am not reading those parts. They made me incredibly uncomfortable. I just highlighted the parts that were really stupid and funny and ironic, but I am skipping over some parts, just so fair warning. There is, if you do choose to read these for yourself in the future, they are racist. This was written in 1948 and this was written in 1913. They're hilarious for the stuff that they talk about men and women, but not for the things they talk about for the cultures. I will not mention any of the things in this book. I am not going to say any of it out loud, so if you want to find out, you must buy it on your own, but I will say absolutely none of the stuff that is in these books. But yes, they are racist, so I do want to mention that. So if you do find that these are interesting and you want to buy them for yourself for a fun collection and stuff, fair warning. Racism. I will mention nothing but the funny parts. Being a scout makes you stand out, especially in school. You stand out because you are a Boy Scout. Teachers, as well as other boys, are going to judge scouting by the way you act. The good name of scouting is in your keeping. You keep your promise to be mentally awake, to be punctual in attendance, and by not neglecting your studies. This means doing your best and not just sliding through. Do you hear that, men? I want to see you put your best foot forward. I want to see you be obedient. I want to see you be supple. I want to see you being physically strong. I want to see your assholes washed. Have I made myself clear? A little objection. Who are you? In your home, of course, in your home, you live up to your promise to help people at all times. Besides your regular home duties, you do all the things which you were not asked to do, but which you know are needed. Your scout skills are useful. Your knowledge of when and how to display the flag is important in your home and your community. If you know how to tie your knots, you can find many occasions to use them. Helping your mother put up a clothesline, tying up a packages for the mail or storage, putting up a swing for a younger brother or sister or neighbor. These are some uses for knots around the home, and if you live on a farm, you know there are many other uses for rope and knot tying. And do not get those thoughts in your head. Thank you, Ken. Take your thoughts out of your head, because you must be mentally clean. I don't want to hear any jokes about where else you can tie knots. We are about to be clean in this godforsaken scout troop. We are at camp. Sabaro. I'm gonna go hold him. Brando! Your camp counselor is going to beat you up. We do not use violence. We do not use violence. We use structured obedience. All right. We have gone through some of the basics here. How to act, how to carry yourself, how to represent yourself in your community, the way you should just be presented, the way you should stand, the way you should be thinking, and how you should be clean. We will now begin teaching you some life skills. Now, campers. These are very useful skills in the life that you will be living as a scout. You will want to take notes, listen to every word I say, and pay very much close attention to the life skills that I will be teaching you, because they are very accurate, 100% serious, and completely and utterly non-satirical. Are you ready to be a scout? Scout's honor. Changed my entire lifestyle. Thank you. Thank you. Okay? Okay. We are gonna start off with some of the basics. As you can see here at our beautiful campsite, we have already sort of pitched one of our tents. This is going to be the basic tent that you guys are going to examine when you pitch your tents later, but we'll get into that. As you can see, it's early morning. We have a long day ahead of us. We are going to start off with a hike. one ever taught me how to hike. So, how do you hike? The most important part of hiking is knowing how to walk. Okay, see you. Oh, sorry. Probably the most... Sorry about that. Probably the best rule is to walk in a way that will cover the most ground with the least effort. All right, see you guys. Have fun. Are you walking yet? I thought I told you guys you have to walk. Why aren't you walking? I said walk! God, men. I will make you into men yet. You guys are the worst, okay. Fine. All right, we'll move on. Apparently, walking for you guys is too difficult. So, we'll skip the hiking part. We will start with the pre-hike. How's that? We'll start with the pre-hike. Okay? We're gonna start by taking care of your feet. What? Feet? The main reason for foot trouble on hikes is that we don't walk much. When was the last time any of you stinky, unwashed, dirty-ass motherfuckers went outside and touched some goddamn grass? Clearly, it's been a while, okay? So, if you're going to hike, we clearly need to take care of those stinky ass, nasty ass, bitch ass feet. Okay? The easiest remedy for your sore feet is adhesive tape applied over a thin piece of gauze to a sore spot as soon as it is noticed. It is a good idea to apply adhesive tape ahead of time to spots that may get irritated. The best aid to foot comfort is always to have a freshly washed pair of socks to put on when you reach camp, and an extra pair of shoes or sneakers or moccasins. If you have brought a new pair of leather shoes, wear them as much as you can before using them on a hike so that they may take form of your foot and be ready to change at once to put a new pair of socks on tonight. Toenails should be trimmed at frequent intervals. Ingrowing toenails can be dangerous, and by watchfulness and trimming your nails straight across, this danger can be eliminated. Okay? This is how you pre-bone your bones. Safety on that trail that you are going to be walking for the first time since you've left your fucking house when you were a child. You nasty ass, ungrass touching bitches. The ABC of safety on the trail or the highway is always be careful. Most accidents are caused by recklessness or carelessness. Another reason for accidents is fatigue. After a long hike or day in the outdoors, you are bound to be tired. And when you are tired, you look for an easy way to do things. Unfortunately, the easy way is not always the safe way. If you think before you act, you will generally be safe. Twisted ankle or fractured arms aren't fun in any place, but always think they're especially bad out on the trail. So always be careful and avoid accidents. I feel like I'm being prepared for war. I don't think you're wrong. I hope you guys can't hear my fan. It's just a little hot in here. Safety on the highway boils down to 2 general rules. Walk single file on the left hand of the road, facing traffic. If no local or state laws prohibit it, watch for cars and get off the road when you see them coming. You may have the right of way, but if a car hits you, the injuries are just as painful as if you were wrong. Remember too that you are hiking, not hitchhiking. No scout thumbs a ride, except in a very exceptional circumstances. Only in an extreme emergency would you ask for a ride. Being tired is no excuse. If you start a hike, finish it hiking. Hiking cross-country, on off trails, or general rule is to watch your step. It may seem easy to jump from rock to rock or hurdle down logs. You may do it successfully many times, but if the rock is slippery, you fall, you have it all at once. And wish you would have been more careful. You can never tell until you look what is on the other side of a log. Or maybe a hole. Now, since you imbeciles still don't seem to get the fucking picture, I know I can't teach you how to walk yet, because I don't remember the last time any of you went outside. I will prepare you for emergencies out on that trail. For example, what to do if lost. The best thing, of course, is not to get lost. Scout's honor. One way to avoid it is first get acquainted with the country where you camp. The whole country, obviously. You dumbasses. Make yourself a small pocket map showing the essential landmarks around your camp so that you can find your way back. Our stream, this tall tree. One excellent method to help you find your way back to camp is to hike from an established baseline at right angles to your hike direction. This baseline might be a river, or a stream, a ridge, a rock cliff, or a line of marked trees or shrubs. Become acquainted with this baseline by exploring it for 3 miles in each direction. Memorize outstanding features so that you will know on which side of the camp you are. Let's imagine that you have camped on a stream. You have explored the stream for 3 miles above and 3 miles below. Let's imagine that you go on a hike to the west. Coming back, you may get off course. But then you come to the stream. By looking around, you know where you are in relation to the camp. So you follow this stream back home. But there may come a time when you are temporarily bumfuzzled and don't know where camp is. Here are a few things that you should do. Sit down on a rock or under a tree and think. In fact, it is a good time to think of a few funny stories. Think you can. In other words, calm down and don't be afraid. If you let your imagination run away, you will run away. And probably run in a circle. And come right back to where you started. On top of that, in running, you may fall down and get hurt. Do you guys feel better? Do you feel learned? I'm not a friend learn. Nice, you're doing good, Darby. Think you can? I think Ken single-handedly wants to meet the stream goals. I don't know if anyone else wants to. I feel learned. Now, I know you all know how very well to stalk. While you're stalking, constantly watch your quarry. At the least sign of alarm, freeze. And don't move a muscle until the bird or animal resumes feeding or other natural activities. Someone learn how to walk though? Well, you're dumb and you should learn that on your own. Now, I know that we have discussed this earlier on in the beginning chapters about being physically strong and physically fit. I didn't get into details at the time, but I think you guys have progressed and you've been listening fairly well. So it is time to figure out how to decide if you are physically fit. Testosterone, I don't want. I want a lightsaber. Personal measurements. You do not usually take a tape measure or yardstick with you on hikes or camping trips, but you do have a ruler with you at all times. You have a ruler with you at all times. Your own personal measurements. Here are some measurements that will help you. Get a tape measure and fill in the blanks, then remember them. But check up on your measurements every 6 months. You are a ruler. Use your ruler to find your way in life. Pocket sand. Now this one isn't necessary. Wait, in ruler. Now this one isn't necessarily parody, but I'm reading it for a very specific reason, and I will discuss it in the Girl's Handbook. Always carry a good supply of matches in some of your pockets for immediate use, in some waterproof matchbox, and a few waterproof matches in each piece of duffel you carry. Matches can be waterproof by dipping them one at a time in hot paraffin or candle grease, and they may also be waterproof by dipping them in fingernail polish. Waterproof matchbox is a good addition to your camp equipment. Matches are made to be used. That's not parody, but it's very important that you know how to use. What the heck is candle grease? Maybe it is parody. I don't know anything about candles. Now, what you've all been waiting for. Your first assignment. It's time to pitch your tent! Who's ready to pitch a tent? Everybody get your tents ready? Everybody get your tents ready? Okay. I see you've got all your equipment laid out. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right. When you have thoroughly explored your area, where you plan to camp, you have chosen the best place for your campsite. Lay out your equipment. Before always ready to pitch a tent. The next job is to go to work on the exact spot where your tent will be pitched. Get right down on your hands and knees and go over every inch of the ground that will be inside the tent. Remove all stones, twigs, and roots. They may be small during the day, but tiny pebble in the middle of your back seems to grow all night long. By the crack of dawn has grown to the size of a boulder. Whatever kind of tent you use, there are a few general rules for pitching it. As you practice putting it up, you will be able to add a few rules of your own. For starter, though, try this way. You can usually tell whether a tent is pitched correctly just by looking at it. All right, I'll see you guys when you're done. It doesn't look like any of you have successfully pitched your tent. See, I told you. You can tell a tent is pitched correctly by looking at. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. That's correct. Now pitch yours. Man, honestly. All right. Have we made it to $150 yet? I don't know. I haven't done the math. Stars. I don't know if I can do any live demonstrations. $66. Ooh. We haven't? Alright. No live demonstrations for you. There's a giant hole in your tent? That seems unfortunate for you. Looks like we're gonna miss out on all the goals. You're not gonna play any mini games tonight. So we're gonna talk a little bit about pain. Pain in the abdomen, for one, is a very difficult thing to deal with. A stomach ache may come from eating too many green apples, but it may be something much more serious. Perhaps appendicitis. Do not take any medicines until it is given by a doctor. If it should be appendicitis, taking a laxative could very much endanger you. Call a doctor until he arrives. Remain quietly in bed. Take no food and only small sips of water. If you have a stomach pain, you either ate too many apples or you have appendicitis. There's no other options. Hi Thonk, how are you? Welcome in! Wait, goals? There's goals! There are goals. There are a lot of them. Sorry, I'm not into pain. Okay, well. Dysentery. Nope, only appendicitis. There's only appendicitis and apples. That's all you got. Welcome back, Coonsy. I'm glad you got your internet back. It's cancer. A fish can swim, but it can't travel on land. You can do both. You are like otters, beavers, and other animals. An animal which can swim. Don't let anyone tell you that swimming is not a natural thing for a man to do. You may hear that a young baby can't swim, but a young baby can't walk either. He must learn. And that takes time. When it comes time for that same child to learn to swim, it's not so easy that he can't pick it up in a few hours. It's not unusual for a child for 3 years to be a good swimmer. Swimming is natural. But you don't get a live demonstration, so we're moving on. No live demonstration.
This will give us the $150 goal. Tweet for it. Funds are washed and fuzzled.
Bums are washed and fuzzled. Can! Bums. Washed. Fuzzled. I think it auto-corrected. It said guzzled! Well, I'm leaving it. It's worse. It's worse. I'm gonna go fly the bird. Alright. What did I bookmark over here? Oh, my dumbass did finally find it! Of course now, I did fucking bookmark it. That was the point! Alright. So, for this demonstration, I shall say, I need a volunteer from the audience. Ah, perfect. You'll work. Thank you so much for volunteering. Oh, it's green! Wait, I need a new volunteer! I need a new volunteer! Thank you so much for volunteering, but you can't work. Alright, you're here to volunteer. Alright, we have our very helpful volunteer here. He's going to help teach a lesson. So, this is a lesson that may save all of your lives. We are going to be teaching you CPR. Now, there is only one correct way to perform CPR. When a person is in shock, they may go unconscious. They may struggle to breathe, and you may need to perform CPR. So, what is very important is you must position the subject face down in the prone position. Bend his elbows and place his hands under his cheek so that his head is resting on them. Turn his face to one side. Kneel, which I cannot do, at the head of the subject. Place your knees close to his arms. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm doing this incorrectly. This is why we're practicing. You crisscross his arms, and you turn his head to one side. Then you kneel at the head of the subject. Now this is proper CPR. I don't know what you've been taught, but this is correct. You place your knees as close to the arm, and it is more comfortable if you kneel on both knees, one on either side of the subject's head, in such a way that the heels of your hands lie below a line running between his armpits, with the thumbs facing upward and outward. Now rock forward with your arms approximately vertical and allow the weight of the upper part of the body to exert slow and steady even pressure downward and upward with your hands. Release the pressure, avoiding a final thrust to commence the rock slowly backward. So, you put your hands on the back and you pull him up. And you push down and you pull up. And push down and you pull up. You push down, pull up, push down, pull up, and then, ta-da, your victim your patient is breathing again. I didn't mean to say victim. I know it's correct, but it sounds wrong. Your victim. It just sounds. Oh my god. Shit, my fingers. Mayo! Oh god, I thought I had a bowl up here. Do I not have my bowl? Meal. Because I can't walk downstairs. Bring out the frog again. Because you're only allowed to die by my hand. What the frog doing? He's hiding. I don't have my bowl up here and I'm too crippled to walk back downstairs. So you're going to have to use your imagination. But that's what scouts do. I'm going to make sure that you guys have practiced swimming. Oh, thank you so much for that follow. This is a bowl. Look, it's a bowl. It holds stuff. It's a bowl. So, before you learn swimming, you must learn how to breathe underwater. Practicing at home in a wash basin or pan or bowl is a good way to get ready. You need air with every complete swimming stroke, just as gasoline engine must have air with every stroke of its pistons. On land, you naturally breathe in and out of your nose, and when swimming, you breathe in through your mouth and out and nose. Breathe in through your mouth, and then turn your head so your face is underwater, and breathe out through your nose and mouth. Breathe in through your mouth, and then out through your mouth and nose. The best way to practice this is I guess I can use my own face for this. So this is my bowl of water. You breathe in through your mouth. And then... out. So what you're supposed to do is hold your bowl of water and just... practice breathing. You may think I'm kidding. But I'm not. Stick your face directly into a bowl of water. And do it over, over, over. Yeah. But that does conclude Boy Scouts 101. You feel ready? Now,
In case the first goal wasn't met.
we are now up to Kenzie. You come back from not having internet and do that? The story's outdated. It's not. It's not. It's completely serious, 100% non-satirical information. We are up to Smort. No, we're badge exam. $180? Oh, we're not. 180? Oh, okay. So we don't get to examine no badges. But it is time. We're doing it weird. What do you mean doing it weird? We're at 250? Did I miss something? So, for this particular thing, we are going to do a bit of examination of this. So, as you guys can see, I am wearing a very actually authentic Boy Scout sash. This is my father's. He got it out for me to wear for the stream. I'm sure there are quite a bit of you that were actual Boy Scouts growing up. So if you guys recognize any of these badges or have any of the similar ones, that would be so cool for you guys to mention and stuff. I will go through them a little bit more too. But we also have this, for those of you who know what this is as well. I'm not buttoning it up, but we do have this. And if you know what this is, my dad was part of it. It is called the Order of the Arrow. The Order of the Arrow, which was founded in 1915, is the National Society of Scout and Explorer Honor Campers. Scouts are elected in brotherhood by their fellow campers and stroop trooper because they have shown ability in camping and because they maintain a cheerful spirit in living up to Scout oath and law in their daily lives. There are Order of the Arrow lodges and councils, and there are 55,000 scouts are members. Every scout is eligible for membership if he proves his camping ability and scouting knowledge. So my dad was part of the Order of the Arrow. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to recognize all of them. But it looks like we have the archery badge. So we, he fulfilled all of his shooting requirements, maintained archery rules. We've got the swimming badge. I don't know if he has the art badge. Looks like my dad was not an artist. I don't see any stars for astrology. Thank you, I'll get that in a minute. First aid. First aid, we do seem to have that. I'm not seeing the athletics badge. So I'm going through the handbook and it shows pictures of the badges, and I'm going through and we're examining which ones are on his belt. Doesn't look like he has the automobiling badge or the aviation badge. I don't see basketry or beekeeping. Beef production or bird study. There is the canoeing badge. So he learned canoeing. Botany, which we do not have either. Life saving. What's the green arrow plus? The green arrow plus? It did not look like he learned his bugling badge, which is quite unfortunate, and no bookbinding badge. I don't see a camping badge, which is kind of surprising. No chemistry and no citizenship in the home. No citizenship in the community. Damn, Dad, you're not very good at this game. Hello, Kev! No coin collecting, no cooking, which is surprising because my dad is a fantastic cook. Corn farming, no cotton farming, no cycling that I see. No dairying, no dog care. Dramatic, surprise. Electricity, I think I saw that. My dad has the electricity badge. Illustrate an experiment by which the laws of electrical attraction and repulsion are shown. So my dad does have the electricity badge. Was a green shirt, whatever that meant. Being told what to do. Or I got a uniform, got told what to do. Farm mechanics, fingerprinting, no records. So this is the first aid badge. Review second and first class first aid requirements, including demonstrations. No firemanship badge. First aid to animals. Doesn't look like he has that one. I don't see a fishing badge. Unless this is a fishing badge. No, it looks like a moccasin. I'm assuming it looks like a shoe. Change over the years to become less cringy. I know. Geology, fruit, and nut growing. He's not a nut grower. Grasses, legumes, hiking. I don't see any sort of hiking badge on here. No hog and pork production. No home repairs badge. Man, Dad, you got no badges. Insect life, journalism. Marksmanship. There's his marksmanship badge. Pledge your word that you will live up to the Scout's marksman code. Explain your understanding the meaning of each code. Rules and safety, marksman code. Bro, I want to go fishing again, but it's the tent picture. It's the tent picture. Leatherwork. So this is the leatherwork badge. Select samples of at least 5 different kinds of leather, calfskin, cowhide, pigskin, and point out the chief characteristics and best uses of each. No music, no metal work. Nature, he has a nature badge. No painting, no personal fitness. My dad was not fit. He's gonna kick my ass for saying all these things. No pigeon raising, no pioneering, no plumbing, no pottery, no poultry keeping. But he does have a squirrel, which I don't know what that means. Public speaking. Don't see that. No railroading. No reading, no reptile study. This one's the safety badge. Submit evidence of having satisfactorily done one of the following. Make safety inspections. Min, Max Eagle Scout. Sales and scholarship, sculpture, seamanship, sheep farming, signaling, skiing, soil, water, surveying, stamps, swimming, weather, textiles, wildlife. I don't see the squirrel. I'm gonna assume it's zoology, perhaps? But yes, these are my dad's badges. And we can go into them more later. And this is his Order of the Arrow, so if you're familiar with that. Reptile study? No reptile study. Big shame. Truck driving badge. Oh, they're badges. Mm-hmm. But we have concluded the Boy Scouts. So congratulations, boys. You are officially off the hook. So Clocky, what are we doing for the rest of the stream? is officially Girl Scout time! Hi guys, I'm your local Girl Scout! Today I'm gonna teach you how to be a proper Girl Scout. Are you guys ready to learn how to be a real woman? This is going to be very educational and very important. We are going to explore Girl Scouts. Is this my mom's? Actually, no, I think it was mine. This was either mine or my sister's, I believe. I think it was my sister's. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and by ladies and gentlemen, I mean only women, because we are going to be going through the Girl Scouts handbook, written in 1913, written by a man. Do keep in mind that this book is written by a man, and it makes so much sense as we go through today's education. There is going to be a poll going on during the reading of this particular Girl Scout book. Ken will introduce it when it first comes up, because there is something that is repeatedly mentioned throughout the reading of the Girl Scout handbook that is very important for women to know. A reminder, this is written pre-World War I, so it is completely and entirely accurate information. The Girl Scout handbook. No, it's not the same guy who wrote the other book. Found my Boy Scout card. I love camping. Good, I'm glad. It is time for you to learn how to be a Girl Scout. Oh my god, I can't open the book. It's camping. Anyway, hi, Demon! It's not an awkward time. I'm just trying to figure out what the first page is. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, ladies. It is time for you to be properly educated on being a Girl Scout. Are you ready to rock and roll, ladies? It is time. And your lesson number 1 is in your duties. Duties for a lady. Be womanly. No one wants women to be soldiers. None of us like women who ape men. An imitation diamond is not as good as a real diamond, and an imitation fur coat is not as good as a real fur. Girls will do no good by trying to imitate boys. You will only be a poor imitation. It is better to be a real girl, such as no boy can possibly be. Everybody loves a girl who is sweet and tender and can gently soothe those who are weary or in pain. Some girls like to do scouting, but scouting for girls is not the same as scouting for boys. The chief difference is in the courses of instruction. For the boys, it teaches manliness, and for the women, it teaches womanliness. It enables girls to better help in the battle of life. Girls need not wait for war to break out to show what heroines they can be. We have many everyday heroines whose example might be followed with advantage, and we hear of these brave girls who pluck and admire. It's one of those sucking lips. Women must be strong. To carry out all the duties and work of a scout properly, a girl must be strong and healthy. It may take a little time and care to make yourself so. It means a lot of exercise, running, walking, jumping, and playing games. Sleep with your windows open. Summer and winter, and you will never catch a cold. Fresh air is good for women. Too soft to bend. Too soft to bed tends to make people dream, which is unhealthy and weakening. Don't lay abed in the morning thinking about how awful it is to get up. Rouse at once and take a smart turn of some quick exercise. Have daily bath if you can, or at least take a good rub down with a wet towel. Learn to breathe through your nose. Breathing through your mouth makes you thirsty. And so does chewing gum. Hi, Johnny! But leave the windows open. As a scout, you will be taught how to make yourself strong by taking healthy exercise and gymnastics and drill plenty of open air. I need you guys to keep a tally. That's number 2. And good, wholesome food. You don't necessarily need to make a tally, Ken, I guess. The chat can keep up. Number 2. You need good and wholesome food. Not your sticky sweets. They ruin your teeth and spoil your appetite. Take your measurements and see how you improve month to month. According to the measurement guide on page 74. So we're at 2 for fresh air so far. We're at 2. We've already mentioned open windows and fresh air twice. Just keep in mind, so chat, the game is how many times in this book will I mention having fresh air or open windows? Outside of me reading it to you. All right, back to the women. Back to the women and your duties. Duties. All the women must be good mothers. Sometime when you are grown up and have children of your own to bring up, you will know what food to give them and how to look after their health and how to make them strong and how to teach them to be good, hard-working, honorable citizens in our big, growing country. Almost every man you read in a history has been risen to a high position, has been helped by his mother. Be observant, women. A Among civilized surroundings, you may practice on the tracks of men, horses, vehicles. Note the pace, how long it says the track has been made. Do spiderwebs. Notice ground signs. From the dress and behavior of people, you may even be able to see that they are up to no good, and a crime may even be prevented. Possibly you may see that they are sick or in distress, but too proud or brave to make a fuss about it. So one of your chief duties is to help them. So, as a Girl Scout, you must campaign. Put yourself out there. People learn these things in civilized communities, but out in the woods they cannot. Ask a policeman. Kind of the point. Realize how fucked up this was. Yeah, you're gonna be uncomfortable. This book is supposed to make you uncomfortable. We are going to discuss quite a bit of your home life, ladies. Your home life is very important for a woman. Your job is to make others happy, and it is your first wish. When you come home from work or school, turn your thoughts to those whom you love at home.
Yesterday my life was duller. Now everything's technicolor. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. I've got somewhere I belong. I've got somebody to love.
Hello! I know, banana leaves, I can't stop them. Welcome in, Gaming Alien. How was your stream today? Welcome into Clockwork Angels, whatever the fuck is going on. Hi, my name is Clocky. If you don't know who I am, I make social media content on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, everything. I'm on all social medias. I have different accounts and they're all linked up above. I make all sorts of content, healthcare content, videos, and crazy things that you'll never expect, cosplay and stuff. My goal in life as a streamer, if you don't know who I am, hi, my name's Clocky. My goal is to make sure you never know what's going on because I don't either. Today we're doing a special event and I'm teaching you how to be a man and a woman from these beautiful books written in 1913. We are currently going through the Girl Scout handbook, teaching you how you should be a proper woman. And this is completely serious, 100% non-satirical life advice on how to be a woman. And if we hit these goals, we get to do all sorts of crazy stuff on stream. I also have merch, but welcome in. You died a lot. I'm so sorry. Ow, my teeth hurt. So, show boot. I also broke my foot. Your home life is very important, ladies. To make others happy is a scout's first wish. When you come home from work, you turn your thoughts to those you love at home and try what you can do to lighten their burdens or cheer them up through dark days. It is not beyond your power of a little girl to make a peaceful home happy. Not terrible. Not yet. We are, of course, at camp right now. We're very clearly at camp, so we are going to talk about your routines of camp. Russian, Ukraine. Hi! It'd be worse. It did. So we're going to talk about your routines with camp. In particular, a little bit of advice. scout who so far forgets herself to do so, such a foolhardily act should be forbidden. We're particularly talking about boating. If any boating is to be part of the program, they should inform themselves to carefully which their patrol can swim and how expert they are. Also instruct in methods of throwing things to a drowning person or one who has just met with some mishap on a boat. For such instance, losing an oar. A scout who so far forgets herself as to do so foolhardily a gag should be forbidden to go onto a boat again for some time as a punishment. Most drowning accidents are from such fun. It is sin, not fun. When bathing, obey strictly all orders regarding distance to be ventured and other rules. You may think they are a mere summary of restrictions, but you are probably not the best judge. No girl must bathe when not well. Bathing is to be under strict supervision to prevent non-swimmers from getting into dangerous water. Hey, All right, ladies. All right, ladies. The moment we've all been waiting for, self-defense. Yes, there is actual self-defense written in the Girl Scout handbook. All scouts should know how to shoot. By this, I do not mean that you should go all day behind some big dog, try to kill birds he finds for you. For that is the most useless form of shooting. All things considered, that can be devised. What I mean is that scouts should know how to load and fire a gun or firearm to not be lost for means of defense. It is good to be prepared, but a woman should never fire a bow. This was correctly, yes, this was written by a man. Now, I did not read this next passage in detail, but I did highlight the topic of the passage, and I just want to read the title of it and then let you all think about it. I don't want to give you any context for this because I think it would be more interesting if I didn't. So, part of self-defense, there is a lesson here, and I want you all to deal with it. How to secure a burglar with 8 inches of cord. Next. What? Too much. Pelicos explained. Alright. I know that I've already been talking about camping, but we're done with that. We're done. We, as women, do not go camping. Girl Scouts is not about outdoors. It is about home life. Home life, home life, home life, home life. We must take care of our home life. Part 3, home life. Sanitation. Fresh air is your great friend. It will help you to fight disease better than anything else. open all your windows as often as you can so that air may get into every nook and corner. Never keep an unused room shut. You know what a stagnant pool is like? No fresh water through it. It is green and slimy, full of insects and dead things. You would not care to bathe in it. Well, still, stuffy air in a house is very much worse. Only, unluckily, its dangers cannot be seen, but they are lying in ambush for the ignorant person. Disease, germs, poisonous gases, mildew, insects, dust, and dirt have it all their own way in a stale, used-up air. You do not like to wash in water where other people have used. But it is far worse to breathe air other people have breathed. Well, we're doing fresh air and open windows because it's the same thing. They're mentioning both. So anytime I say open window / fresh air. The night air in large towns is purer than the day air. And both in town and country, you should sleep with your window open if you want to be healthy. At least one window on the staircase or landing should always be kept open. And also the larder and closet windows. What did I walk into? Good luck figuring that out, Ranger. Hello. Gamer water again? Gamer water. What the fuck is a closet window? What's a larder window? What's a larder? Anyone know what a larder window is? I don't know what that is. It's like a pantry? Oh, okay. Tidiness, ladies. Tidiness. The motto is, tidy as you go. Half the time will be saved if the little things are kept tidy. Have a place for everything and everything in its place. Where, if I wanted it, should I go look for it? That place is the right one. War must be waged against rats and mice, or they will invade you and loot everything! Home life, women. Home life. Damp. My ladies, damp. Is never healthy, but you can prevent it to great extent by letting plenty of fresh air go through your house and rooms which have been shut up. When you see signs of damp, try and find the cause. So maybe put right, pipe or gutter may have gotten blocked, and there may be a loose slate, or the water pipes may be leaking. Fresh air. I said fresh air. When's the Quizlet coming out? In countries where mosquitoes, people are very careful not to allow any water lie near their houses, for poisonous mosquito breeds in stagnant water. Sunlight is a great health giver and disinfectant. The more of it you have in your house, the better. Long ago, people used to shut out the sun and fresh air for fear their curtains and carpets would fade, but it is far better. The sun should fade your curtains than the darkness should fade you! Don't let the darkness fade you! Get outside! Go outside! Cleanliness in every part of the house is most necessary, especially in the kitchen and larders. Do not let dust or rubbish collect anywhere behind furniture or pictures, under beds, or in cupboards. If we realize what horrid things we collect or pavement and street dust on our skirts and our boots, we should be much more careful about the dusting of our rooms. Do not allow dogs, cats, or birds to be where they can touch your food or your cooking utensils. Animals have diseases. Flies and gnats and fleas are the most dangerous pests. They feed on decayed and diseased things, and they may carry poison in their feet and leave it on your food. Keep them out of your house, and especially chase them out of your kitchen and larder. And any smell in the house is a danger signal. Find out its cause and get rid of it. Men have diseases. Are we supposed to go outside or no? I literally don't know. I literally can't tell if we're supposed to go outside or not at this point. To sum up, Miss Benson says, remember that nearly all dangers to health in a house or room begin with a D. And these danger destroyers, I was waiting for somebody to say dick. And these dangers or destroyers are darkness, damp, dust, doubtful drinking water, defective drains. Against these destroyers, which bring debility, disease, and even death, the Scouts' defenses are sunlight, fresh air, and cleanliness. I literally don't know why fresh air has to be mentioned so many fucking times in this fucking book. But it's so bad. It's so bad. Exercise and your health. I'm every woman. I don't think I drank my water. Home life. This is the way to do it. Make the heart strong in order to pump blood properly to every part of the body. So to build up flesh, bone, and muscle, your exercises should be swimming and wrist pushing. Make the lungs strong. Crunchy face, thank you. Nixus, what am I walking into? Today, I'm teaching you how to be a woman or a boy. Welcome to Girl Scout Boy Scout Day. This is the handbook for boys written in 1940 or 1938. This is the handbook for girls written in 1913. This is completely accurate and non-satirical life information on how to be a woman. For example, I will reread you the first passage since you definitely need to know this, and this is very important for your skills. Next, in order to be a proper woman, you must be womanly. No one wants women to be soldiers. None of us like women who ape men. An imitation diamond is not as good as a real diamond, and an imitation fur coat is not as good as real fur. Girls will do no good by trying to imitate men. You will only be a poor imitation. It is better to be a real girl such as no boy can be. For the boys, it teaches manliness, but for girls, it teaches womanliness. This is completely accurate information on how to be a Girl Scout. Mostly it involves, if you want to be a proper woman, you most likely need to sleep with your windows open. Don't ask questions. You want the boys open to page 69? I don't know, let's see. Page 69. Yeah, that's just about our flag. Unfortunately, it's not that exciting. We don't like that. Hi, Nix! How are you? Oh, wait, did you see this, Nix? Nix, look at this! I broke my foot! Also, I ripped my stitches open, and so I'm bleeding out of my side. I have a broken foot, and then I got my stitches taken out today, and, they didn't work, so I had to get butterfly stitches and put it together myself because I have a hole in my side and I'm bleeding. Mr. Kabobli! How are you? Welcome! You came on a weird day. Every single Friday I put on a weird event of my own brain's invention. Today we are reading from the 1938 and the 1913 Scout's handbooks, and I'm teaching you how to be a proper Girl Scout and Boy Scout. This information is obviously very clearly up to date and accurate, and nothing could be wrong. I also have props. So this jacket I'm wearing is very dirty. It was my sister's, and then this sash is my father's and his Order of the Arrow stuff. So we have all these like actual authentic props and stuff that we're going through and memeing. And if we hit the goals down here, we're gonna do some crazy stuff like make s'mores and stuff on stream, or you guys get to pick the next event. But we're doing a bunch of crazy shit stuff right now. But I have a broken foot, I have stitches in my side that ripped open, oops, and then I started bleeding, so I basically have a hole in my side right now because the skin didn't heal at all. So we're dealing with that, and I have my stitches on my back that are good, but they didn't rip open, so those were taken out as well. And we're just having fun and reading books, but every single Friday I put on some sort of crazy event, and my life goal as a streamer is everyone to tune in and go, Clocky, what the heck am I watching? And I go, good, I'm glad you're confused because so am I. So every Friday I put on an event, and if I'm not putting on an event, I'm doing a Discord day, so you can do one-on-ones with me or ask for stream advice and all sorts of stuff like that. So we have stuff. They stop serving snacks at the meetings. Yeah. So we are 100% up to date, and everything is completely informationally accurate, obviously. And if the chat meets the goal, we're also going to do a spooky story led game, but I don't know if we're going to hit it, so we might not be doing any goals tonight. Back. But yeah, so I am dealing with a broken foot, so I'm shifting around, but my foot is a lot better in my boot than it was yesterday, so that's why we took off stream yesterday. So we've got this page 42 for Nyx. My green screen's blowing around because it's hot as balls chicks in here. Alright, page 42. You keep picking pages where I don't have anything marked. Your page 42 is do a good turn daily. When people hear the word good turn, they almost always think of the Boy Scouts, not the idea of helping others started with Boy Scouts. Because it didn't. The Bible story of Samaritan's good turn is known for millions. Bro, new mantra, do a good turn daily. Scout slogan. You know what I always say? Fuck. I was gonna say, which is every Friday, do a good turn daily. We're currently on the women's book, though. Where are we? Here we go. We are talking about your health at the moment. So, because I mean, like, I don't fucking know. Nuh-uh, Boy Scouts, I kind of love that. All right, let's see what 69 is in the girls. All right, for the girls' handbook, Nyx, 69 is... To sum up, Ms. Benson says, remember that nearly all dangers to health in a house or room begin with a D. Yeah, his dick. He's mostly dick. Do not allow dogs or cats or birds to be where they can touch your food because they have disease. Keep them out of your house, especially chase them out of your kitchen and larder. Any bad smell in the house is a danger signal, and find out its cause and get rid of it. Now, 42 in the girls' handbook would be... Oh, Nyx, you'll love this. How to secure a burglar with 8 inches of cord. I'm not giving you any context for that. Eight inches of cord. I'm not giving you any context. You have to figure that one out. Have fun. Goodbye. 8 inches. Cord. 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 8 inches of corn. Also, 8 inches of corn if you're feeling frisky. Thank God. I kind of wish it was 8 inches of corn. Make the skin perspire and get rid of dirt from the blood. Bath or rub a damp towel over you every day. Make the stomach work to feed the blood. Exercise. Body bending. And roller to rocker. Make the bowels active to remove the remains of food and dirt from the body. Exercise body bending. And kneading the abdomen. Always breathe through the nose. Because, as we discussed earlier, breathing through the mouth makes girls thirsty. "50 years ago, Miss Caitlin wrote a book called Shut Your Mouth and Save Your Life. Girl Scouts. Shut your mouth and save your life. Rule number 3, fresh hair. Rule number 1, don't be a mouth breather. Rule number 2, take a shit. Rule number 3, fresh air. Rule number 4, no dick. These are the rules of a Girl Scout. And don't be thirsty. Your eyes, of course, are very important. by practicing your eyes and looking at things at a great distance, they will grow stronger. But reading in bed brings headaches. The Girl Scouts should sponsor me. The Girl Scouts would fucking hate me. Hints to girls. All women should be incredibly aware of this page. The measurements of a girl. It is therefore deemed preferable to tell each girl according to her age what ought to be her height, weight, and various measurements, such as chest, waist, arm, leg. She is then measured and learns in which points she fails to come up to the standard. She can then be shown which exercises to practice for herself in order to develop those particular points. Encouragement must be given by periodical measurements and say every 3 months or so. Cards can be obtained from the Girl Scouts office besides giving the standard measurements for girls. If each girl has her card, it is a great incentive for her to develop herself at odd times when she has a few minutes to spare. This is so abusive to women. This man has never consensually spoken to a woman. Straight up never. If you guys are unfamiliar, this is the Girl Scouts handbook written in 1913, written by a man. If that doesn't explain everything, it does. What exercise helps with whichever one you skipped? Woo! Here, Locke, this might help you. An easy way to grow strong. It is possible for every girl, even though she may be small and weak, to make herself into a strong and healthy woman if she takes the trouble to do a few body exercises every day. They only take about 10 minutes and do not require any kind of apparatus such as dumbbells or parallel bars and so on. A great many people who are pale and seedy are made so by living in rooms where the windows are seldom open and the fresh air is not available, so the room is full of poisonous gases or germs. Open your windows, especially at the top, every day, and let the foul air out. Do not exercise immediately after eating. Let your meal rest. Girls who have not done these exercises before should begin them gradually, with care, bit by bit, doing more every day. Brush your hair, clean your teeth, wash out your mouth and nose. Drink a cup of cold water, and then go on with the following exercise. It is best to carry these out with as few clothes on as possible, either in the open air or close to an open window. These movements should be done as slowly as possible. This man said, get naked and bend over in front of an open window. He literally said, women should get naked and then exercise in front of an open window. Nix, I'll come over. Hey, yo. Hi, Bubba! I think I'm dying. Have you opened your windows? Is your window open? Are you getting fresh air? Please. Spread the cheeks to the breeze. He said, wear as little clothes as possible and stand in front of an open window and bend over.
And here are we spreading cheeks.
It's Jace! Hi, darling, and thank you so much for 16 months. Have you named your baby yet, Jace? Have you named your stream baby? I don't know if you have. We're supposed to be learning? Every Girl Scout is as much as a hussif as she is a girl. She is sure to have keep house someday, and whatever house she finds herself in, it is certain that that place is the better for her being there. Fresh air, soap, and water are the good housewife's allies. Almost a whole day? A whole day! What? Cheek breeze. What have you got in mind? You gotta name your baby, and I'll put the name in the jar if you haven't named your baby yet. If you haven't named baby name. Book. Yeah, you gotta name your baby. Stream baby. We also have authentic Coca-Cola today with my really big bottle opener because I don't own another one. And this is very difficult to use because it's so fucking large. It is a lot of pressure. I wish I had a stool. I'm hot. Thank you, Sharpie. Home cooking. There's a legend in Turkey that when a rich man is engaged to marry a lady, he can break it off if she is not able to cook him a dish of dates in a different way every day for a whole month. Keith, I'll name your baby Keith. The most unwholesome food is stale fish. A true artist. Sorry. The true artist in omelets is the one who beats her eggs with a knife on a plate till they are so firm that on turning the plate upside down, the whites keep sticking to it. Beat until firm. I'm way ahead of you. Obviously, and I know you guys have all been waiting for this page. Women, you must be so excited that we're finally here. The most important part of being a Girl Scout is not camping. It's not learning about the wilderness, the wildlife, the birds, the bees, the trees. but instead the care of children. There are schools where girls are taught mothering, and they hire a real live baby to practice upon. There is no way in which a girl can help her country better than fitting herself to undertake the care of children. She should learn all she can about them and take every opportunity of helping to look after these small Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts of the future. An infant cannot tell you what it wants, but a scout with knowledge of the needs of children, what to feed them on, the rules for good health may save many baby, for she never knows how soon the precious gift, some child's life, may be placed in her hands. Baby does not know that fire will burn or that water will drown one, so you need to guard him. Baby requires the food to build up healthy body. He prefers milk for the first months of his life, and even up till 3 years old he can take mostly milk. As such, baby cannot digest flour, bread, corn flour. Such things are much poison to him. They may injure little baby's health for life. As has been said to older children, let him keep quiet after eating. Even up till 3 years old, baby's food must be chiefly milk, biscuits, puddings, and fruit may be gradually added. He's particular about his milk being fresh and good. Baby is extremely punctual. He feels it needy if you do not feed him at the fixed hour, and will be likely let you know it. And woe betide you if he finds out that you have not properly scalded out his bottle before each meal. When his digestion is not right, his appetite will not be so good. Digestion means the food you eat is turned into muscle and brain and bone. We eat onions to make bone and oats to make brain. But baby must not be allowed such food till he is older. What is indigestion? It means not only uncomfortable pains in the middle of the night, but also that you have not used up the food you ate, and that the food is going bad inside you and making bad blood. Do not give baby too much at a time or he will not be able to digest. Keep him plain food. We eat onions to make bone and oats to make brain. Onions make bone! Oats make brain! Onions make bone! Oats make brain! That's why I'm dumb. I never ate my fucking oats. Sun and air are life-giving. Put a pale, withering plant, or human, into the sun, and each will recover in health. Give baby plenty of fresh air, out of doors if you can, but avoid draughty places. Air the rooms well. You know, too, that the air inside is... You know, too, that the air inside the bedclothes is poison. So do not let baby sleep with his head under the sheet. Tuck it under his chin. You remember what air did in curing illness in the case of the expressman's children. What about female baby? There's no lady baby. We don't have lady baby, only male babies. There's no lady babies, only male babies. It's just vitamin D, chill. Bath time. But no one can be healthy unless they are extremely clean. Baby will want his bath daily with soap and warmish water. He likes to kick in the water and splash as long as you support his head before starting on his swimming expedition. He expects a warm flannel on your knees to lie on. You must carefully dry all the creases in his fat body for him with a soft towel. Baby's a little shit. What will you do when you suddenly find that baby is ill? Call in the doctor? Yes, that is, if there is one. But when there is no doctor, you will at once think of the first aid you have learned and what you know of nursing. Drugs are bad things. You may ruin a child by giving it soothing drugs and advertised medications. They sometimes produce constipation. Never neglect the bowels if they become stopped, or you may bring inflammation. Children's illnesses are often brought on by damp floors. You can trace them to the evening that the boards were washed. Bowed legs come from walking too soon. It does a baby good to lie down longer. The best remedy, if you find a child suffering from convulsions, is to place it in a warm bath, as hot as your bare elbow can endure. Childhood is the time to form the body. It cannot be altered when you grow up. Even though we just read about altering our bodies twice. But now we can't alter our bodies. Rubber is the most unhealthy and causes paralysis. Don't sit on rubber or on oilcloth unless covered, and then never put rubber next to the skin. What about exercise to make taller? I'm talking for everyone, no rubber. So I will say that the most important scout precept of obeying orders in a hospital, paramount importance, disobedience is certainly crime. A slight nosebleed does not require treatment, and no harm results from it. Eyes. This one made me actually nauseous yesterday, so I will try to read this because I don't like eye stuff. But I think it's funny. Eyes. Dust, flies, or cinder in eye. Get the person's head, well, backwards. Seize the upper eyelash and pull the upper eyelid well forward over the lower and press it against the latter as it slips back into place. And if the fly is beneath the upper lid, it will be left on the lower lid. If this fails, place a match on the upper eyelid, seize the eyelashes, turn the lid over the match. If you can see the cause of the trouble, remove it with a corner of a handkerchief or use camel's hairbrush and drop castor oil in the eye to soothe it afterwards. For lime, use a weak solution of vinegar and water in the eye. Excuse me. I'm nauseous, hold on. Hi, Dark! I'm throwing up because this book is making me nauseous. Never handle gunpowder with matches in your pocket. Now, I know you guys are all very familiar with the men's handbook CPR. I want you to know that it's at least consistent because it's in the women's handbook as well. It's the same thing. Handles gunpowder. Runaway horses. If women are going outside, why do they have gunpowder? Don't try to check a runaway horse by standing in front and waving your arms. A horse only dodges you and runs faster. Try to run alongside the vehicle with your hand on the shaft to prevent yourself from falling, and seize the reins with the other hand. A fracture is the same thing as a broken bone. Definitely not. Thanks anyway. He's a man. To prevent frostbite, rub the body when exposed to cold with little clothing on because rubbing brings blood. It's true, but also wrong. Some girls think it's a fine thing to smoke and start it without thinking, but the only thing is it is a silly habit. Oh, there's a cat underneath me. Hi, Grandpa! And by the time they have found out this, they find it hard to drop. Other foolish girls get in the way of taking wine or alcohol when they are not well. Instead of doing them good, it only does lasting harm. It is evil practice, which leads to so many women becoming drunkards and ruining their happiness and their homes. If you are suffering and girls tell you wine or spirits will make you feel better, refuse it because you know better than they do. When in doubt, don't. Keep clear of girls who tell you nasty stories or talk to you of indecent things. If they see you don't want to talk and join in such bad talk, they will soon leave you alone. And each time you refuse to join in nasty talk, even the bad girls will have their hearts respect you and perhaps leave it off themselves. So you will do them good too, and don't read trashy books. Keep your mind pure and you will keep happy and healthy. All secret bad habits are evil and dangerous to lead to hysteria and lunatic asylums, and serious illness is the result. Resisting temptation will make you more noble. Evil practices dare not face an honest person. They lead you on to blindness, paralysis, or loss of memory. Keep your thoughts as clear as crystal stream. Thinking evil thoughts blackens the soul. Humility. Being humble was one of the things which practiced the knights. To say that although they were generally superior to people in fighting or campaigning, they had never allowed themselves to swagger about it. So don't swagger! And don't imagine that you have rights in this world, except that those you earn for yourself. Do your duty first, and then you will earn your rights afterwards. Modesty. never draw attention to themselves unnecessarily by behaving noisily or talking or laughing loudly in public. They should be particularly careful of this when the company of boys or men is nearby. Girls and boys should be comrades, so never anything in this world or deed should make a boy or man think less of you. And so, lose his respect by making yourself cheap. Remember, familiarity breeds contempt. Don't romp about with a boy whom you wouldn't like your mother or father to see you with. Don't let any man make love to you unless he wants to marry you and you are willing to do so. Don't marry a man unless he is in a position to support you and a family. Don't be afraid to say you won't play at nasty and rude things. Ask yourself if mother would like to see you doing right. And be brave. You'll feel twice as happy afterwards. If you find that you are tempted by reading rubbish, it is easy to stop doing so once you know what your fault is, and you can fight it squarely. Thank you so much, Grimp. I appreciate it. I have a cat. Take a shit on command, literally. It is. It is definitely a 50 Shades material. It's a big old bobcat. What's that? It's a panther. A girl who makes money young will make money as a woman. Remember when it was palm size? Don't do that to me. Every woman is a better wife and a better mother for having been a nurse first. You looking for snacks? Yes. It's a good boy. Oh, would you handsome? B. You have to heal people before you can. Yeah, you have to be a nurse first. You want more room? I mean, it's not untrue. Be your own midwife. Them's the rules. Did you learn how to be a Girl Scout today? Why don't you spread out? There you go. Them's the rules. Take a shit on it? Yeah, I know, right? Don't you love these books? To go along with the Girl Scout handbooks, my mom, sent me some of the Girl Scout handbooks she had to use when she was in schools, and they're just literally like, see us ride, and there's these like mother said, she said type books, and like all these old school, like I love the green screen taking over that, but like these weird children's novels. Ridiculous. They're all just like, looks at Billy, wants to play. Terrible. Terrible thing. Hi, Kissy! But they're so cool because I love looking at old books. I like your haunches, boy. You got big old haunches. Hey, Casey, did you know I broke my foot? I've been standing on it all day because I'm not smart and I have make bad decisions. But I broke my foot. So if anybody wants to pay my medical bills, we gotta complete these goals here in order to do so. Because if we don't, then it looks like we're done stream. We're not gonna make marshmallows, s'mores, or do the spooky interactive adventure. Wait, we are doing a spooky one. We haven't made it to s'mores, though. I'm doing okay. I got a cat here, which is kind of cool. Slap that ass like a drum. Slap that ass like a drum. Cat. He's holding my hand. Sorry. Here. Oh, you want back up? You coming back up? Oh, you're going under the table. Okay. I don't actually have a band, unfortunately. What are you doing down there? So it looks like we do have time to do the spooky interactive adventure if you guys are interested in that. So the chat gets to choose things. Spooky? Valerie!
Oh, hey, I have this.
Where are we?
Help, I forgot how to make s'mores. Could Scout Leader Clocky help us out?
Almost a baby! I guess we're doing s'mores. A cat. We went over 300. Yay! Okay, we can do s'mores then. We'll do s'mores first. Ow. Sorry, guys.
Think you'll ever know how much you've changed me for the better.
I didn't realize that the scene transition, sorry. Ow, sorry. Yeah, my boot is large and it caught on the thing and it made me trip, which made me hit my knee and then made me spill something. So now I have a cut on my knee. Yeah, I'm good. It's fine. Ginger Guy, thank you for the follow. Sorry. I'm fine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, it's not my fault. My boot's huge. I'm trying. I'm trying to get ready for s'mores. And I tripped. The background may get a little bumfuzzled for a second. I gotta adjust. Yeah, I'm sorry. Trying my best. Ugh. Genuine ostrich, 3 payments. Sorry. Sorry, I'm working on it. Yeah, I got a bit of a boo-boo on my knee now. It's okay. Scoot this closer. We are going to be making s'mores now. I'm doing my best. My boot caught and it made me trip and God damn. Ugh. Holy bejeebus. I am a disaster right now. There we go. Got it from Walgreens. Hells yeah. Where are my plates? All right, babies. We're finally on track. Did you not hurt yourself? Fucking trying, dude. I am a disaster right now. Okay. Fucking trying, dude. It's so hard for me to move around in this fucking boot, dude. Don't let the boys touch it. I won't. I have an open wound and a broken foot. So, we are now finally getting ready for s'mores. See if I can put this here to like on the table. Alright, we got some marshmallows. Always get jet puffed. That's the best kind, I think. Do you have a marshmallow brand that you like the best? I like jet puffed. And then we have classic. My favorites. Classic graham crackers, the Honey Maid brand. How toasted do you like my marshmallows? Well, I'm not trying to catch them on fire. I'm indoors, so we're not gonna judge my s'mores making thing because I'm literally doing this in my house. And I have. Probably should have. So we're gonna make a s'more. My friend's coming to visit me tomorrow, so maybe I'll use this tomorrow with her and make more s'mores since I have enough. S'mores flaving for your. Oh, that's good. Maybe I'll make s'mores with her when she comes tomorrow. Honey Maid is supreme. Really? Yes, it is. So, take your marshmallow and then you roast it. I have no idea how this works. I've never used this thing before. And feel the skin to keep it burning. Yeah. Welcome to s'mores. I have no idea how this works. I'm nervous. Locke's one of those people, yeah. No one? Somebody had to have. I just like the flavor. You're weird. I mean, yeah, it's much better when you have an actual fire, yeah. I thought about getting one with fire, but I didn't really want to do an open flame. My cat is. Thank you very much! I love you! I need s'mores. I'm making a s'more. Start a bonfire to make s'mores. Good! I'm glad I'm inspiring you all to make s'mores. It's getting very melty. But maybe I'll use this tomorrow because my friend's coming over. Balcony burb. Fries. I didn't touch the plate. You want to make the things that I made, or? Oh, that's true. I do have a perfectly good fire behind me. I could have started with that. You're right. Yee! Thank you, Justin! Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know how intense this is. Women are not allowed near fires. That's true. There we go. We're getting some golden brown. 23 months, literally. Thank you, Ichigo! Ichijo. This is what my Friday streams usually are. And if we're not streaming, we're doing stuff in the Discord. So you're invited to party with us in Discord, ask me questions, have one-on-ones, and do all sorts of whack weird stuff there. We're getting a toasty marshmallow. She's been stuck with me for a long time. I have. I wouldn't call it stuck if I willingly wanted to keep you around. Yee, I'm glad. Ooh. It was starting to fall off, and I really don't feel like going through the process of cleaning that up right now. And we got our Hershey's. And we made more! I'm probably not gonna make a ton of these because this can take a while. Congratulations, we made s'mores! Which makes them a good snack. It's so messy. I'm very proud of how well that worked. No campfire is complete without making s'mores. that's how you make s'mores. Sorry, there wasn't a whole lot of instruction into that. I was kind of nervous after I tripped. My apologies. I got a little stressed after I tripped over my foot. Oh, I know, right? Now I'm like super excited to use this for like little date nights. All right. Are you guys interested in doing the interactive adventure? It is very good for late night snacks, yeah. You want to interact? Okay. We're gonna do this with no music. Welcome. I wish I could. Doesn't do anything. Toast bread on it? Probably. Welcome to the interactive portion of stream. I was intentionally planning on doing spooky stories, but the ones I found were not very interesting to me. So I found a different book that I think is kind of fun. So we could play with this book many times because I doubt you guys are going to succeed, and we don't have to go all the way, but we can, you know, take a break and see where we get to tonight. You may think this is a long book, but it's not the way that you think it is. So this is written like a novel, kind of, but it is an interactive adventure called Can You Survive the Zombie Apocalypse? I will read you a passage, and the passage ends with a choice. You have to make a choice, and then I flip to the chapter of your choice. After you read that chapter, it gives you a choice, and we continue on. It is kind of D&D-ish style based, where it is a choose your own adventure style book. So I read you the first chapter, and then we maybe put up a poll in chat, or you guys kind of argue amongst yourselves and see what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna need you guys to be fully interactive in order to make this work. Are you ready? Can you survive the zombie apocalypse? Let's go. Alright, you guys have gotten your lessons from your Boy Scout handbook, your Girl Scout handbook, and you have all been taught how to be a proper scout and to maintain all of these survival skills. So, are your survival skills strong enough? Let's find out. So it begins. Will this ever end? These Monday morning meetings always run long, every damn time. God, in the history of man, has a morning meeting ever not run long? As usual, you overslept, missed Subway, and arrived 10 minutes late to work, so you missed Krispy Kremes, one of the good chairs, and now you're stuck in a tiny little plastic thing you're pretty sure you can hear the bending underneath of your weight. Or maybe that's the sound of your stomach aching for a donut? Whatever. Your head's still hurting from Saturday night. Can't drink like you used to. College days. Drink, puke, sleep, drink, puke, sleep, drink, puke, sleep, watch some basketball. Drink, puke, sleep, rinse, repeat. Graduate 3 semesters later. Good times. You're a grown man now, an adult stuck in a miserable Monday morning meeting with no Krispy Kreme. All you can think of is 5 o'clock and getting home, being enveloped by your well-worn but pretty darn comfortable, if you say so yourself, Craigslist couch. Ordering some Chinese sweet and sour chicken, of course. Sauce on the side, fried rice, egg roll, watching some Seinfeld. Good stuff. Ah, yes, to be home. You pull out your phone. 10:40 a.m. 7 more hours to... Suddenly, violently, Angela, the cute brunette receptionist, bursts through a set of double doors and explodes into the conference room. Everyone turns. Someone giggles, confused, looks all around. Eyes wide, Angela stands in the doorway, silent for a moment. And then, sorry to interrupt, but I think you need to turn the TV on. Matthew Trippett, head of marketing, glares from his usual spot at the head of the long conference table, cool and condescending. Angela, you're interrupting. Prick. The girl just ran in here looking like she was going to wet herself. She must have a decent reason. Angela ignores the boss's big dirty look and runs the length of the conference room to the fat old Mitsubishi TV in the corner. A leftover from pre-PowerPoint days. The oversized TV sits on a banged-up TV cart. You're pretty sure middle school had the same one. Someone asks Angela to explain. She doesn't say anything. Continues to work the TV. A woman at the end of the table. You recognize her from around the office, but you don't know her name. Gets up and hurries out of the conference room. A few people follow her, headed for their computers to check CNN or MSNBC.com for whatever their news site of choice is. You think terrorists. So does everyone else, most likely. Picture the word terrorist bouncing around their collective, coffee-fueled brains, along with images of explosions, crumbling buildings, out-of-control beards. The TV hums to life. One of the local news guys sits at the desk. Again, we don't want to alarm you unnecessarily, but our early reports say these patients are exhibiting bizarre, radical, and even violent behavior. The broadcast cuts to an aerial view of Mount Sinai Hospital. You know, Mount Sinai, about 20 blocks north and a few avenues east from your office. Went there a few years back when you had a hangnail that got infected and your mom convinced you that you were about 2 days away from needing a full hand, possible arm amputation. Now, a shot from a ground. Pretty blonde reporter. Clearly not ready to be on TV. Massive ambulance, cop cars, fire engines, workers stretch beyond around her. The flashing red and blue strobe across her young, makeup-slathered face. You make out the hospital 100 yards in the distance. She reports. Are we on? I'm on? Yes, we've just received word that the patients are rioting inside the hospital. At this moment, it's still not clear what the cause of the violence is, or how, even if the hospital employees may be involved. Of course, any news we will get will pass along immediately. Again, for those of you just turning in, you're looking at Mount Sinai Hospital, where violence has reportedly broken out among a number of patients and possibly hospital staff. An aerial shot now. Dozen of police cars have formed a semicircle around the main emergency room entrance. More are arriving. The big sliding doors beneath the emergency side slide open, and out stumbles a young doctor, bleeding from his face, his neck, his shoulder. Blood pumps from his wounds, spilling out onto his stirrups. He takes a few shaky steps before collapsing on the green Mount Sinai carpet that lies in front of the door. The office is silent for a split second. Then a flurry of, oh my god, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? The woman is sitting next to you, grabs her arm. It's weird. The doctor begins convulsing. Blood streams onto the sidewalk, pools around the curb, and then seemingly out of nowhere, a female patient in a hospital gown bursts from the ER and dives on top of him. The entire conference room gasps. The patient is biting the doctor. No, not just biting, eating him, devouring the guy, tearing into his flesh with her teeth and hands, clawing at his body, ripping at the skin from his limbs. She tosses her head back, chew the stringy flesh that hangs from her teeth. The screen goes black. For a second, no one says a word. No one is quite able to process what he or she is seeing. Then a large woman, copy editing department, I think, explodes into tears. hands cupped over her face, rushes out of the room, more to follow, reaching for cell phones, squeeze past one another, put into the hall. The TV picture returns, shakily. The pretty blonde reporter clutches the microphone, talking. But there's no sound. There's action in the distance. Something is happening. All sorts of movement. A mass of people begin to fill the screen behind her. What's happening? Rioting? Maybe. 30 people? No. More. 50. Hospital workers. It looks like. Cops, firefighters running from something. No. Charging. And Christ. What is wrong with these people? Their faces, albino white, twisted, possessed, splashes of blood on them, some drenched. The reporter, oblivious to the chaos behind her, continues reporting. The cameraman sees what's coming. The screen flashes. The cameraman falls to the ground. Still broadcasting. All you see now is feet, some shuffling, some running, then suddenly a sickening close-up of the reporter's twisted face and neck as she hits the cement. Someone punches her. That pretty blonde hair is torn from her scalp, teeth in. Behind her, the mob continues moving. Heavy work boot tramples the reporter's face, and you see her head partially implode. More to follow. Hundreds stumble forward. Others run, awkward but quick. Finally, the camera is kicked, spins wildly, and the broadcast cuts out. Panic sets in all around you. Chairs hit the floor. A woman screams in pain as a man, quick to exit, spills his hot coffee on her lap, crying. The conference room empties. Your coworkers running for their phones, computers desperate for the news, desperate to get in touch with their loved ones. You sit in your stupid, uncomfortable chair, stunned. Unable to move, words dance around your brain, along with images from comics, movies, and then finally you blurt out, to no one in particular. Zombies? Zombies! Zombies! The living fucking dead! You can't believe it! You don't believe it! You goddamn won't believe it! But you saw it right there on the TV. You have to get up. You have to move. Don't trust your legs. Hold your still body. Hi, Sof! Thank you! For a moment, you just sit there. Sweat gathers on your brow. Drop crawls on your forehead along your cheek. Don't fall to the floor. Your head for your cubicle. You get to your computer. You start typing. Hands shaking. You're hitting the wrong keys. You feel weak. Breathe. You're not breathing. Remind yourself. Breathe. You sit down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Calm yourself. You bring up drudgereport.com. You see the red siren. Never a good sign. Above the giant letters is the headline. Zombies take Manhattan? A number of smaller links sit below. Walking Dead. Running Dead? Avian bird flu in New York City developing. 911 reporting claims of the dead returning to huge horror hoax. Manhattan under siege developing. Jesus Christ. You have to get the hell out of Manhattan. You jog to the elevators. The hallway's packed. After the fourth or fifth time the doors open, full car. You say, fuck it. You'll huff it. You're on the 15th floor. The stairs aren't much better. There's dozens of people running down. Someone trips, catches himself, smacks face first into the wall. You knocked out cold. You and the other person step over him. You continue your descent. Fire alarm screams impossibly loud along with flashing white lights. Someone opened the emergency doors. You take the stairs 2 at a time, going over it all in your head, trying to figure out where to go. When you hit the street, $1 million question. You finally get to the ground floor. Co-workers flood past you, out the revolving doors. You didn't know they could spin that fast. Nearly lose a hand. You pull it back just in time, and you and the other guy squeeze into one slot. You're being meat in a sandwich. Split second later, you're spit out onto 84th Street on the west side. A street you've been on hundreds of times over the course of your short career, but this time, it's unrecognizable. Streets are packed, loud, car horns blast, people yell, angry, violent screams. And more, it's hot. Stinking hot. Humid. Air so thick you could cut it with a knife. New York City in July? You think while you sweat. Alright, guys. You have 3 choices. Choice number 1. If you think your best chance of getting out of the city is via taxi. Choice number 2. If you want to jog the 12 blocks to 2 avenues to 72nd Street subway and catch the next train to Brooklyn. Number 3, you want to get back to your apartment ASAP. Taxi, subway, apartment. Where will you go? are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shouts, violence, anger, non-heat stroking, alternative reality. Apartment, okay. So we have 2 for apartment, 2 for taxi. Probably awful. Subway's a death trap. Subway's probably a death trap. I'm thinking apartment. There's a poll. Okay, perfect. So Ken did put up a poll. So apartment, subway, or house. Let's have less exits. Yeah. Want to live, so it could be an ally. Could be. You have to analyze this. Go to the apartment. Okay. So we're going to the apartment. All right. You've made your choice. There will be 2 choices for the next one, Ken. Which is only a page, so. Home, you think. That's the best bet. Has to be. Familiar, safe, secure. You alternate between walking and jogging through the streets, quickly, turning, explosive. It's miserable. 30-block hike to your apartment. You keep an eye open for a cab, nothing awful. You get to your building half an hour later, soaked in sweat, up the 5 flights of stairs to your apartment, through the door, slam it shut, collapse against it. Exhausted. God. Feels so good not to be moving. Sweat leads through the back of your shirt and fabric sits to the door. You open your eyes. Your apartment looks strange. It feels slightly off. Something about being home at a time when you weren't expecting to be, like a stranger in your own space. A mouse skitters across the floor. Son of a bitch! That's what goes on while you're at work. Yeah, well, that's what you get for leaving the Ray's Famous box out with a half-sliced pepperoni and sausage left. You stand up. Flip on the local news. Bunch of images of random chaos. No real reporting, just people blabbering, clueless. No one has any real idea what's happening, but they're being paid to talk. People loot up a corner store in West Village. Shit. You should stock up. You've got about 5 edible things in your apartment right now. That's including a month past the date carton of eggs and a half bottle of Black Velvet Jack Daniels. Cheaper. Shittier cousin. You look over again the half-sliced pepperoni sausage and quickly throw it in the fridge. Grab your keys and head for the corner bodega. It's packed. You realize suddenly that you're in a survival mode. You have a vague sense of what to do from watching a lot of bad disaster movies. You navigate through the narrow aisles, grabbing the essentials, batteries, frozen pizzas, glass candles, smiling open jar of Jesus on the front, ramen, beer, lots of beer. It's getting ugly. People shoving, grabbing for what they need, even if someone already happens to be holding it. The Korean guy who runs the bodega threatens to close the doors unless the customers form one motherfucking line. You grab all you can carry, pay, leave. Outside, it's only getting nastier. People start rushing about like a great storm is on the way and everyone's racing to get to shelter, hands full. You take to the stairs as quickly as you can. Your building is usually empty, more than you've come home, not without seeing anyone, not today. People in the hallway, some people coming, most going, all moving quickly with a frantic yet steady purpose. You lock your apartment door behind you. Both locks. Your phone's ringing. The speed theme. Dun dun da 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 da. You walk in just in time to hear the triumphant final bass. You look at the display, you see your mom's big smiling face. Great. If you want to ignore the call and start pounding beers, you want to answer mom's phone call. Zombie mouse, we're gonna die. Begin discussing among yourselves. Ignore the call from mom or take the call from mom. The poll is posted now, so vote up top. Vote on your choice up top. Except one. You all want to call mom? It's not me, mom. It's a trap. Casey do love his mom. All right. Is the answer for calling mom? Didn't really show up. Answer. Okay, answer. Answer, ignore. That's what you put. This is gonna be a bit long. Against your better judgment, you answer the phone. Hello. It's like a jam broke out. Poor turn of, oh my god, where are you? Are you okay? Should have had that beer. Mom, relax, I'm okay. Relax is not in your mom's vocab. It disappeared the day you were born. Your folks live outside Boston, so you don't have to worry about them ever popping in. Though they'd love to, surely. They'd be Kramer to your Seinfeld if geography allowed them. I'm at home, Mom. Mom, talk, Mom, talk, Mom, Mom, Mom. Yes, of course, all the news. Mom, talk, Mom, talk, Mom, blah, 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 blah. Yes, Mom, I have the flashlight. You can't even gonna be. Mom! You need to relax. She tells you to take the ferry to your Aunt Judy's house in Staten Island. Why? Why should I do that? It'll be safe. She wants you to be safe. Mom, I'm safe here. She tells you she'll send you a check for $500. Okay, done. You hang up, grab your old backpack, same one you used to smuggle beers to your dorm a few years back. Fill it with the essentials. Some clothes, Nintendo DS, few issues of Hustler. And you hit the road. Staten Island Ferry departs from South Ferry Station at Battery Park, the northernmost tip of Manhattan. You're about 50 blocks north with no other choice. You begin running. Around you, it's like an unofficial city marathon full of bunch of out-of-shape guys sweating through their work clothes, women regretting their shoe choice of the day. The streets are crazy in all directions, gridlock. Cars don't move, sidewalks are jam-packed. You work your way through the cars, you hear little pieces of news. The zombies are uptown, the west side, in Brooklyn. Christ, who knows what the hell to believe? You pass a police station, it's surrounded, people bang on the windows, yelling for protection, demanding they be left inside. Help! Help! We need help! Half a dozen police cars stand outside front, keep order, pushing, shoving, then gunshot. People scatter. Some charge. Riot begins. You pick up the pace. Further on, a man bursts out of the PCR Richard carrying a DVD player. No one chases him. 3 men beat another man mercilessly on a crowded street corner. No police around to judge it. 30 minutes later, seeing stars, jagged pains in your side, feet sore as all hell, you finally see South Ferry Station in the distance. A throng of thousands greets you. You push your way into the crowd. Hours pass. You stand in the stinking heat, miserable. Any longer, you're going to collapse. Staten Island girl in Wagner College tank top bitches about the heat. It's so gross out here. I swear to God, if the ferry doesn't get here like now, I'm going to scream. Her boyfriend, tall, roided out, fake tan, tells her, "Be cool, slut." You can only shake your head. Word starts to make it down the line. One of the ferries is stopped about 200 yards out, right in the middle of the water. You press the edge of the water along where you can see it. Yep. The ferry's just sitting there. A light bulb goes off in your head. You inch your way through the park. The 25-cent binocular viewers, the type the tourists drop a quarter in every 60 seconds. Few others follow your lead. You fish a quarter from your pocket, drop it inside, bend over, put your eyes to it. You spot the Statue of Liberty first. It takes you a moment to locate the ferry. There's all sorts of movement on the upper level, a fight. And someone jumps. They don't quite make it. The body hits the lower level railing, tumbles violently into the water. Another person jumps. This one makes it, then more. The entire lower level, dozens of bodies leaping into the New York harbor. Holy shit. Panicked gasps. Oh my god! Echo through the lookers, going through the viewers. Someone pushes you aside and get a look. By now, you can see the survivors with your naked eye. They swim furiously, headed for Battery Park and the ferry dock. They arrive in minutes. Man crawls up the shore, bloodied, half dead. A group runs behind him. Bad idea. A scream erupts from the center of the group. A woman spins away, clutching her shoulders. More screams from across the park. Inside the dock, the crowd grows mad, and more things start to make it to shore and start to attack. You run for it. You make it a block. Fuck! More of them. The beasts are everywhere. God damn it. How do they multiply so fast? Up ahead is a large warehouse. One of many. There are 2 trucks out front. Huge image of a cow with bright red smiling lips is painted on the perimeter of the gate. You sprint for the gate. Open. Thank God. You enter, catch your breath, and make for the first open garage door. It's open. Just about 2 feet. You drop and roll underneath. Pitch black. You slap around the wall next to you, feel for the lights, but you hit it. Shit! Zombies! 100 dead faces fill the warehouse. You lose a blood-curdling scream and squeeze your eyes shut, prepared to die. Hey dude, chill. It's okay. Huh? You crack one eye open. One of the zombies is walking over to you. We're not real zombies. Huh? Squeak out. You look around the warehouse. Supposed to have a zombie walk today, said the guys. Zombie walk, you know? Zombie parade. We dress up like zombies and do, you know, classic zombie shuffle. We start here in Battery Park, go to Midtown. It's a whole day event. We do it to raise awareness. Awareness for what? Zombies? Buddy, I think people are aware. Most of the zombie walker folks sit along the wall, boxes and crates, eye-looking guy. It's a meatpacking warehouse. Main floor is nearly empty besides the boxes and crates and zombies. Just a few pallets. You take a seat and listen. The one you first met, clearly the leader, addresses the crowd. You take notice of his awful, fake blood-spattered khaki shirt. It's getting worse, guys. Police presence have dwindled to nothing. The military seems to have pulled out of the city. From what we can tell, obviously, today's zombie walk isn't going to happen. But I'm glad we're all together for this epic experiment. Taft picks up the discussion. Now, what you're dealing with here appears to be some sort of mashup of the classic Romero zombie and the more modern Rage Virus zombie. As we all saw, these zombies just sort of walk around very slowly dumb. Classic Hollywood zombie, but when something gets their attention, they can run like the wind. Rage zombie style. Looks like we're on our way to the Stage 3 outbreak. Stage 3 outbreak? What the hell is that? Taft takes over. Yes, Stage 3. You can spread to Stage 4 quickly. At Stage 4, well, then you're just one stage away from the end of the world, like Boy and His Dog with zombies. Then there's Four Eyes, looking like Elvis Costello with a bad chin strap. Elvis speaks. We do have one advantage over the rest of these idiots Manhattanies. You lean forward seriously. What's wrong with Manhattan? Don't make me laugh. No, really. You waste all that rent money and live in a shoebox. What are you paying for? I don't know. How about convenience? Living in a great city. Where do you live? Brooklyn, he says, looking back, crossing his arms confidently. Khaki calls order. All right, guys, Brooklyn versus Manhattan. What killed the dinosaurs? These are questions that can be debated forever. Now isn't the time you were saying? I was saying that we have one advantage over the rest of these prepared. Elvis says, looking right at you. We look like zombies. You thinking what I'm thinking? Taft says. And the 3 of them, together, big grins. Shaun of the Dead. What's that now? Hello? Shaun of the Dead? 2004, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, directed by Edgar Wright, classic zomcom. But where to? Khaki says. What's safe? You've got it. We're just starting it. Statue of Liberty. They exchange glances. That's a good point, Taft says. In Jar Carpenter's Escape from New York Liberty Island serves as a base of operations for the military. We could use it much in the same way. Can zombies cross water? Someone in the crowd pipes up. I just saw them swimming, but I mean, I don't know if they were full zombies or, you know, in transition or whatever. Half shoots you a look like you're invading his zombie knowledge territory. Well, the water issue depends on who you ask. In George Romero's Land of the Dead, they do cross the water, finally infiltrating Fiddler's Green. And in Lucio's Zombie, known as Zombie 2, there's the classic zombie versus shark scene. But won't they smell us? You know, like, smell we're different when we're out there? It depends. Some zombie fiction says yes, some no. Wait, isn't this a meat storage warehouse? Yeah. You get meat and rub it on yourself and it'll hide the smell. They argue, bunch of dorks. They're insufferable. You stand up and go explore in here and you can't stand much more of these guys. In the back is a heavy metal door that leads to a freezer area. Huge slabs of meat hang on hooks, thick sides of beef, jackpot. You walk back to the group. Guys, if we want to go out there or not, having meat can't hurt. So how about you quit arguing and you help? They shut up. Think for a second, and then if you get up, follow you to the freezer, you're feeling pretty good. You come into the situation, took charge. Not common for you. 5 of you work together, lifting slab of meat off the hook, hits the floor with a thud. You try to push it, too cold. You leave the freezer, take your shoes off, put your socks on your hands. Put your shoes back on, they do the same. Pushing and pulling, you get the beef out onto the floor. It takes nearly 3 full days for the meat to thaw. You and the others sleep as much as you can. When you don't sleep, you discuss the plan. Diagram the walk. You're just 3 blocks from the harbor. You'll drench yourself in cow guts. Shuffle over there, drawing as little attention as possible, then jump straight into the harbor and swim your asses off. The whole time as you talk, you discuss the plan. You hear the moans of the beasts outside. Finally, the meat is thawed enough that's usable. Khaki calls everyone together. All right, wash up! You stab your hand into the cold side of the cow, pull an ice-cold chunk from the animal's meaty underside, and you hold the fleshy pile in your hand and stare at it. Is this really what it's come to? Ah, the twists and turns of life. You wash your body with meat, rubbing it all over your face, neck, and arms, and then rub it on your clothes. You stick a few hunks in your pocket. It can't hurt, right? When you finish lathering in beef, you try to rip your shirt for the visual effect. Man, Hulk Hogan made it look easy. After a minute, you get your collar and split. Guess that's all you'll get. You look around at everyone rubbing chunks of dead cow on themselves. Christ. This is the most ridiculous plan ever. Are you really gonna go through with this? Time for a choice. Hell no. You'll take your chances waiting for the rescue. New and improved zombie walk it is. Let's go. Are you going for the walk, or are you not going for the walk? Vote in the poll below whether you want to make the choice to walk or don't want to. We've run 3 chapters so far, and I want you to know how far into the book we are. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Just know that this book does not mean what it says it is. There's a lot of options for this game. We're doing numbers. We're already fucked? Maybe. Maybe or not. No chance. So we're not walking. We're not walking. Okay. Hell no. You'll take your chances waiting for the rescue. You walk over to Khaki, pull him aside. Hey, hi. I can't do this. What? This was your plan. Mostly. It's insane. I'm not going out there with those things. I don't care how much I stink like raw hamburger. If I were you, I wouldn't go either. I'm not backing out now. You're nuts! Maybe. But look, I'm a zombie fanatic. I mean, crazy nuts. I know it. And somehow, now, all the movies I've been watching, comics, it's actually happening! He has a crazy smile on his face. It's actually... he's enjoying this. There's a chance to go out there and walk among them. It's too much to turn down. I'm scared shitless for sure, but I also think it can work. Your funeral. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I'll be watching you. If you get in trouble, I'll do what I can to help. Alright. You stick your bloody hand out. Khaki shakes it. Good luck. You too. Your group is ready. You get behind a crate and watch Khaki as he raises the large metal gate, pulling on the chain like he's opening a stage curtain. It's fitting, because they're damn good actors. They've got the zombie walk thing down perfectly. The world ever gets back to normal, it'll be the next big dance at the club. I can see it already. They shuffle out of the warehouse, across the parking lot, through the gate, and out into the street. Before long, the zombies, the real ones, take notice. They don't attack, they stumble over. Sniff them out, not unlike two dogs meeting in the street. One, a small boy, hovers around Khaki. Brushes against him. The group picks up their speed a little bit, probably without even realizing it. You can only imagine how scared they are walking straight into the lion's den. No protection. But it's working. The beasts moan, the group moans back. Really a head-on impression. Rich little turned zombie. They get to the end of the street, turn slowly to the left, 3 blocks to go. Son of a bitch. They're going to make it. Then a scream pierces the air. One of the men has lost it. He darts out from the group, fleeing down the street. At once, things come to life, fully aware. 2 of the ugly things chase down the fleeing man. Everyone else scatters, mostly headed out for the water. God damn it. They're done for. Without thinking, you run into the street. Hey! You shout, waving your, hey! You stupid brain-dead son of a bitches! Over here! The beasts turn. The group disappears around the corner. You don't know if they'll make it or not, but you've done what you can. And now you've got your own problems to deal with. A horde of things is coming straight at you! You bolt back inside the garage, jump for the chain. They're 2 inches short. God damn it. You stick your head out the door. They're through the gate. They're coming fast. Okay. Plan B. You sprint to the back. You can hear their feet slapping the ground just behind you. Moans turn to howls as they close in. A hand grabs your shoulder, squeezes it around it. A nail pierces your skin. You turn into the freezer, slam the door, but the undead arm blocks it. Behind it, their snarling faces. You pull the door back, slam it again, giving it everything you have. Once more it shuts. The thing drops to the freezer floor, severed just below the elbow. Disgusted, you watch the arm flop around on the ground, but your disgust turns to absolute horror as you realize the freezer doesn't open from the inside. You're trapped. Trapped with nothing but an undead arm. The sound of 30 monsters stumbling around outside the freezer. Nearly 2 years later, when Manhattan is no longer owned by the undead, the army finds your body frozen to the core. You lost! You died. Maybe we should have just planned beers in the apartment? Don't know. But you did not survive the zombie apocalypse. But if you guys enjoyed this, we can continue doing this another day. will go every time until you die. Whenever we get this to work out. But clearly you died. Hi, Gum Gum! Justin, you're ridiculous. How you doing, Gum Gum? How was my reading, by the way? I've never done interactive reading like that. The answer is, nope, you cannot. Is that good? Okay. I've never done reading like that. But you guys did not survive the zombie apocalypse. Did the zombies win? They did. You very unsuccessfully failed. Good. Well, and by the way of not turning. It's very true. You didn't turn, which is good. I'm not saying being frozen to death is the best way to die, but I feel like it'd be better than getting eaten. We got bonked? Correct. But, again, if you guys had fun with this, we can definitely, continue this, and we'll go until we do find a way out. Because there's clearly a lot we have not read. We only made it through 4, technically, chapters of this book. So, if you guys are interested, we can continue this, but I'm not going to continue it tonight because I'm sweating. And I'm getting tired of reading. Doesn't have an open. I don't know, man. Locked ourselves in a freezer? Yeah. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the book, though. I'm glad it turned out a lot better than me reading horror stories, because I couldn't find any that I found interesting, personally. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed the, but I'm currently actually fucking sweating. There's a light here, a light here, a light here, a light there, and a light down there. They're all pointed at me, so I'm very hot. I would like to be locked in the freezer right now. Yeah. It was good. It was very good. I think everybody learned some things. I had some fun. I think you guys enjoyed it. You guys did not make the goals. Unfortunately, you didn't make all the goals. I did make s'mores on stream. I did. So you guys do not get to pick my next, event stream. Which was the big goal, if you wanted to pick it out. So unfortunately, you guys get no fucking say on what I do. Yeah. No goals met. But we'll do this again, next time I do the big event, which is Casey. It's a win. I don't know. I don't know what next Friday's event's gonna be at all. I have no plans yet. But I'm sweating profusely. Anybody have a guide the raid? I'm sweating violently. Or shall I pick somebody? We have some Hue, we have Inferno. Gotta wait for this ad to pass, sorry. Give me a second, I'll be right in there. Waiting for the ad so I can see anything that's going on. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we will do that. I don't know why I did that. That wasn't very helpful of me. Oh my gosh. Oh my god! Fuck me, yeah, right. There we go. Oh my god, that was so difficult. Alright, thank you guys so much for tuning in to so hot. This Friday's event stream. I'm gonna take care of my big battle wound, and I'm gonna take care of my broken foot. We're gonna go raid. Make sure you go over and give her all the love in the world. We are, gonna do another event next Friday. I have no idea what it's going to be yet. Sleepy for resubbing. Justin for... I'm sweating profusely. I will thank you guys all on Monday. I'm starting to sweat violently right now. Thank you guys all for tuning in for the crazy, this event. Birdie Vigilante, thank you so much for the follow. We're gonna go do this raid, and I will see you guys on Monday. And for my Bridgerton crew, we will be watching tomorrow starting at like 12 or 1 p.m. Eastern, whatever works best for you. And we will continue the interactive adventure next time. Alright, let's go do a raid before I sweat pass out. Thank you. Let's go raid.